Things work out best for those who make the best of how things work out. John Wooden. Greetings. My name is Joseph Yagar. Welcome to another Life in Perspective broadcast. My objective is to provide thought-provoking discussions so you can optimize your perspective on life. Have you ever wondered how much better life would be if you were more fit? You'd walk into a bar and all members of the opposite sex would turn their heads and wonder, who is that? Are you low on confidence because you think that you're not fit enough to find the one, ask for that raise from the boss, or walk into a bank of your choice and ask for that loan to start your new business? Well, if you want to know the side of fitness that matters more than a six-pack and protein shakes and doesn't require you to be a gym rat or change your diet, stick around. Before I continue, please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already done so by clicking the subscribe link below. It's free and would be much appreciated. You may also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. There is no question that being fit has become more significant nowadays. It is desired by many, achieved by some, and is marketed as a rite of passage to more opportunities. And because being fit is believed to require a major lifestyle shift to achieve the desired results, which for most means waiting till New Year's Eve to make a resolution, the industry has decided that to turn a profit, it's better to sell magic pills and 6-minute abs to encourage us to pursue the body of our dreams with a money-back guarantee and a survey at the end of the call. Sounds familiar? The fact is that if you look around, you often see odd couples. A chubby, unfit dude with a bombshell out of a magazine by his side, or an athlete with an abundantly contoured mademoiselle hand in hand. You may wonder how someone so fit is attracted to someone who is perceived to be less so. You may rationalize that it is the size of their wallet or something else that does the trick. Believe it or not, that is not necessarily the reason. You never get a second chance to make a first impression. Attributed to both Oscar Wilde and Will Rogers, this motto has become timeless. As far as I'm concerned, looking fit plays a secondary role when it comes to making a great first impression. For me, being fit stands for first impression tenets, of which there are 3, and which, in my opinion, are more important to making a first impression than any six-pack or bikini body. The first tenet is the look. It consists of your clothes, hair, and accessories. Clothes don't have to be expensive or the latest trend. They should, however, fit your body shape and complement your physique, whatever that is. They should be clean, crisp, and color-coordinated to fit the occasion. However much hair you have, it should be clean and neat. And lastly, the accessories. And I don't mean your jewelry and watch. I'm referring to confidence, passion, a smile, and the energy you reflect when in the presence of those you seek to make that first impression on. You can have the best physique on earth, but if you dress and coif poorly and exude bad energy, your physique will rarely save you. The second tenet is hygiene. I'll use Uncle Bob as an example. If you think the look is important, Bob can negate all the hard work put into it. Never bring Uncle Bob with you, especially when attempting to make a first impression. I can picture many of you wondering who the mystery Uncle Bob is. So if you haven't figured it out by now, Bob stands for body odor and bad breath. Need I say more? Last but not least is language. Language comes in 2 flavors, verbal and nonverbal or body language. Communicating clearly, honestly, and with confidence goes a long way to keeping your audience engaged. Listening without interrupting, solid eye contact, and facing square to your audience are some of the pillars of combining verbal and nonverbal skills for effective communication. If you're missing any one of these 3 tenets when attempting to make any impression, let alone the first, you'll find it difficult to get what you want from anyone, regardless of how athletic and chiseled you may be. Anyone who carries the 3 tenets as a matter of habit shows that they care about who they are and have respect for themselves and those they come in contact with. So, as I promised, being truly fit requires no push-ups, trendy diets, or major lifestyle changes, but rather more attention to a few details and action steps that anyone can implement immediately to open a world of opportunities. And although being fit in the gym is highly rated, being fit in life first is recommended. Please let me know what topics you would like my perspective on, in the chat box below. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.